AG. Yeah, man, just came back from that chest and back session, and yeah, big things to notice is like, okay, yeah, 80 kgs by 6, not too bad. But the goal is eventually to get like 100 kg bench. If I get 100 kg bench, you know, obviously all of this before I turn 17. But if I get 100 kg bench, 200 deadlift, I'm not even sure what I want for squats, man, because, you know, sky's just the limit right there. But yeah, if I can work up to that 100 kg bench, you know, get that 200 dead, you know, maybe we might even, you know, sometimes it feels like I'm aiming too low. Sometimes it really feels that way, but yeah, working like a dog, working at it, man. And I hope you guys, you know, yeah, man, pointers to take away from those lifts. Like, okay, first of all, my form, you know, corrected it, all that good stuff. Made sure that everything is, you know, inch perfect. And a tip that I got is like from, like, I was watching this video by Eddie Hall. And if your second rep is easier than your first rep, then you're a crap deadlifter. Then you're terrible. It shouldn't, like, your form should be so good that from the get-go, that one should be the easiest, because you have placed everything so perfectly and you're fresh. If it's the second one, that means that the first one, you did not have good form. Pointers to take away from the bench press is keep your shoulders behind you, keep your shoulders on the bench. Yeah, this helps you significantly. It helps, you know, it helps take your shoulders out of the movement a bit more, you know, puts a bit more emphasis on the chest. And yeah, it's just, I feel like you get a bit more power when you put your toes behind your knees and you try and push your heels down, you know. It just engages the legs, and yeah, you get to incorporate some leg drive, so that will make you powerful as hell. With all this stuff, repetition, man. Repetition is key. Repetition is key. With the squat, I mean, there isn't much to say. You know, your toes should be pointed out a bit more, and I know that your knees should be headed in a straight line towards your toes and then straight back. You know, there shouldn't be anything. Just straight there, straight back. You know, so yeah, you know, and I always say this to my friends, like, hey man, if I weren't stronger than you, I wouldn't work out. and that's honestly how I feel. And I say that because, you know, obviously naturally like a decently strong guy, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, naturally a decently strong guy. And that being so, me training with the consistency that I do, with the intensity that I do, as frequently as I do, if I were to put in all of that work and still have someone who just doesn't train at all, basically, or just comes, you know, who's just putting in less work than I do, just blow me out of the water, or even lift the same amount as me. Like, I'd understand if it was just like, this guy is just purely just genetically gifted, you know, just like, okay, this guy is like a hyper elite, you know, then I'd understand that. I'd understand that, wow, I am, you know, I'm in the presence of a hyper elite here. So, okay, that's awesome. But in that same regard, you know, I don't have piss poor genetics, and with my not terrible genetics and working like a dog, you know, I expect myself to be able to match, if not surpass, somebody with better genetics, but not as much up here, you know, not as much of a sharp mentality, not as much of a focus, not as much of a dog in him, you know, because I got that dog in me. So yeah, it's always nice to think to yourself that, you know, having some dog in you will help you beat talent. You know, it's as they say, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, you know. So yeah, you just got to keep that dog mentality, man. Regardless, just mentally, it's never about the opposition, even though it is about the opposition sometimes. But what is constant is you. So what you should aim for is to get you to the best that you can possibly be by putting the work that you should put in. You can use the thought of the opposition also getting better to motivate you at times, which I do, you know. Like sometimes when I feel like, you know, when I feel like I'm going easy on myself, you know, just the thought of the opposition not going easy on themselves then motivates me not to go easy on myself, because at the end of the day, I am trying to beat me first and foremost, but there is competition available. And I'm not against anybody. It's just the competitive. I'm not against anybody. I'm just competitive, you know? And yeah, I just want you guys to leave with those key pointers, when it comes to those crucial lifts, the big three. Yeah, above and beyond that, I want you guys to leave with that little piece of, mentality. And I want you guys to spread love. I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you to chase your dreams. And I want you to get after it.